Moving on. Donald Trump, as we all know, is supposed to be headed to Georgia on Monday, where at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, he is going to be holding a press conference where he is supposed to reveal, finally, all of the evidence that he and his friends have gathered, allegedly showing that the Georgia election was in fact stolen from him. Now, why he couldn't have done this, even a week ago before the indictments came down, I don't know. Sometimes you're putting reports together. You wait till the last minute, right? He's a bit of a procrastinator, I guess. But he told us earlier this week, by God, Monday, come hell or high water, he is going to Georgia and he's presenting all that evidence that will totally exonerate him. His supporters are thrilled, right? They're super excited. Like, oh, heck yeah. Let's do this. Let's finally get this out in the open. But there's one group of people that's totally not happy about this at all. And that group of people, according to a report from ABC News, are his lawyers. Donald Trump's lawyers are now begging him, please do not go to Georgia. Please do not have this press conference. Whatever it is you think you have, do not release it. In fact, the lawyers are starting to say what I've been saying about Donald Trump for the last year. Say nothing. Try that for once. How about you just zip it? I mean, that's always an option. You don't have to say anything. Because here's the thing, anything, and this is what his lawyers know, and I think this is what they're trying to warn him, anything you say, whether it's in a press conference, if it's in a rally, if it's in an interview, any and everything you say is going to be used against you at this trial. So if you go out there and present this so-called evidence, all you're doing is making our job tougher to defend you. All you're doing is kind of proving that, yeah, you deserve to be charged because you're still trying to overturn the election. Don't do it. As we know, Trump's not the kind of guy to actually listen to the lawyers. He doesn't think anybody is smarter than him, so he refuses to listen to people who are actually smarter than him. So he's stuck between a rock and a hard place at this point. He can either listen to his lawyers, not go to Georgia, and then let down all of his fans, who are then going to be left with no other alternative but to think that, oh, I guess he doesn't have evidence. Some of them may start thinking that maybe he is lying about this. He doesn't want to let those people down, but he will if he cancels the appearance. Or, most likely option, he goes to Georgia, he holds his press conference, and he makes things so much worse. There is no good outcome for him on this. Either he doesn't screw up his legal case, but screws things up with his base, or vice versa. And he did this to himself, like so many other things. Donald Trump does these things to himself because he doesn't think. He just does what he feels like, and then deals with the consequences, typically never. Until now. Now he's having to deal with the consequences, and as we can tell, he doesn't like it very much at all. But that's what happens when you don't think before you act. I am Farron Cousins. If you want more from me, you can follow me on my two YouTube channels, youtube.com/TheRingOfFire and youtube.com/FarronBalanced. I am on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, and Twitter, so I still refuse to call it X. Across all of those, I'm at Farron Balanced. I'm sitting in for David Pakman today. We've got a lot more coming up. We'll be right back.
Think of your most personal emails. If you're using a free email provider, you should know that they're scanning every email you send and receive, even after you delete it. They're usually using the data to build a picture of your life to show you ads, which many find creepy. Our sponsor, StartMail, never scans or tracks your emails. Privacy is what comes first. And unlike other email services, when you delete an email in StartMail, it is gone forever. It also protects your data by blocking tracking pixels in emails, which companies and hackers can use to track you. You can create unlimited email aliases to protect your identity and cut down on spam. You can encrypt every email you send, even if the recipient isn't using encryption. StartMail gives you 20 gigs of storage. That's more than you get on Gmail. And it only takes a few clicks to migrate all of your emails and contacts over to StartMail. Go to startmail.com/Pakman To get 50% off your first year, that's only about $2 a month. The link is down below.